this weekend. I'm brewing with a colleague. As you can see, 1 mash tun, 2 mash tun, and a big fuck off kettle. We are going to brew a lot of beer. So we're hoping to get 40 litres of 10% Imperial Stout in there. So yeah, it's not possible from one or the other, but together we can get enough grain in there to get the high gravity that we need and the volumes. So what are we going to do today? Nice looking at my kitchen, but today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to document how to install a weldless sight glass. A weldless sight glass. So we have our tools here. We have our pieces here. So we have our sight glass. And yeah, I ordered this prematurely. Originally it was from my harm system, which is 50 litres, but this does not go anywhere close to the top of the kettle. So this is more in tune for my 32 litre experiment batch or whatever I'm doing with it. Perfect height. I ordered this from China. Really nice company to deal with. Very cheap, $5 apparently. But I don't know, it's a little bit more, but they help you with the customs. Here you have your grooved stainless steel washer, mother nut, stainless steel washer, and yeah, a threaded cap. So it sort of goes on in that order. Outside the kettle. So washer on the outside of the kettle. Second O-ring. And then inside you have your final O-ring. This little guy, he seals this end and he screws in there. So we're dealing with water. We got our PTFE tape. Today I'm experimenting with something new. So we got a 1/2 inch 21mm hole punch. So this is new. I've never used one of these before. Got our large Allen key which fits into it. Give it a good twist. But usually I use the step drill, and the step drill, yeah, it's great, but it's not accurate and you have to do some little bits of work afterwards. I just figured if I can get something that fits most of the holes, I'll use it. So we'll give it a go. So I'm going to drill my hole close to the front. So you have the handles at the side and the tap at the front. And I think I'll put it in somewhere around about here. And then you've got a nice glass at the front. It's kind of protected. If you hit it, if it falls and this will take the brunt of the force. That's the ED, and that's always at the front, so yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, so slow and steady does the job. You don't want to hit this hard or you'll ruin your bit. So a little bit of washing up liquid just to give it a bit of lubrication, and this should be good. Should be good. A little bit of an oversight. My hole punch needs an 8mm thick hole. I only have a 6mm thick drill bit, so I'm gonna have to use a step drill a little bit. But we'll get the pilot hole done and then we'll follow through. So pilot hole drilled onto the step bit. You're in a kettle, so you sound a bit weird. We'll just be burying this one right now. Getting it ready for the drill bit. Or the bit for the hole punch. So, this side goes on the other side is the rotating part. And here you have your cutting part. It's got 3 blades on it. Well, I'm curious. So, really nice burr-free hole. Honestly, there was nothing to have to do to it. You can feel inside it, it's just smooth. A little bit sharp on the outside, but it's not to worry. Hole punch worked perfectly, so we have a half diameter nut. Tight fit. There she goes. Every time I do this without having enough battery, I have to learn. So, it's installed. Not fully tight, but enough compression to give it a seal. I hope. Give it a little bit of test proof, but I'm water testing now. But you can see it's very nice. Importantly, the spout is above the rim, so it means you can fill it up. So what I'm going to do now is calibrate it, and because of the dip tube there's a little bit of dead space there, a little bit of water I can't get out. So what I'm going to do is add a certain amount of water, let it bleed out until it doesn't take any more water, and then that's when I start my calibration. Because that's basically how much liters of water I'll use. I can tip it, but it's not exact. So that's the plan. When you have a hose attached and you have a pull that amount of water to a hose, it will suck out a lot more than just opening the valve. So make sure you get your hose connected, get a suitable amount of water in there, and then that will give you the true reading on a brew day. At least for me, this is what I would use. Okay, so we're calibrated. No leaks. Surprisingly, usually when I do stuff with plumbing it leaks everywhere all the time. Anyway, happy days. 32 liters calibrated until. Did the secondary test just to make sure that I got it backwards as well as forwards, so I got it backwards, forwards, backwards and forwards. We seem to be plus or minus 100 milliliters, or maybe 200 milliliters, which is good enough. I'll figure that out over time. But yeah, happy days. She is done.